EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us south of the border to the vibrant capital of Mexico City. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Voyagers of Honolulu taking on the Bears of Mexico City. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Here's Achane to start the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
22-yard line.
Again, it's Achane. And how about this start defensively? They're going to get him behind the line a second time. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. From the 24 now, here's the 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6.
Now Howell. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
4th down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line. So here we go, 4th down. Howell. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Howell. This is caught. Touchdown. Greg Dulcich. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Voyagers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Bears nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Howell down to throw it. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hill going to go in motion right. First down, Howell to throw. His throw incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Go, Chap. Go, Chap. Let's go.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Voyagers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Finds Dulcich out left side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
And a Honolulu first down.
Throwing here, Howell. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Xavier McKinney.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. Flushed out right. Oh, Howell loses it. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls, because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Back to throw. Howell sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Going for it on fourth. Here's Howell. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Bears are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
The Bears take over first down.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
3rd and 12. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now Richardson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over first down and goal to go at the 3-yard line.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And Howell will throw it. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal. Here's Howell. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Howell out of the shotgun. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up first. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Following the fumble recovery, Howell. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Howell from the gun. Touchdown! Greg Dulcich with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Voyagers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
Voyagers 21, Bears nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The throw over the middle taken in. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
A gain of 2.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd down, here's Richardson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Howell's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. Short throw caught by Dulcich. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. They'll try and run for it. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Howell. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Operating from the gun, Howell. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Let's go.
The offense on third down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Howell. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Got his man. It's Dulcich. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Buffalo 18.
Operating from the gun, Howell. And he's got it. Touchdown. Greg Dulcich on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Voyagers are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half.
Bears nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers to...
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for the touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 68 yards. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Powering his way forward. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Howell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd down, Howell now. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
4th down, Howell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
Ready.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up second down at the 28-yard
Richardson looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
Panther 11. Check go.
Richardson shotgun on third down. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Matt Eberflus is going to take a risk here on fourth down. He is going to go for it.
19 Tiger. Ready.
Richardson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Howell. That is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 24 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. One last shot before the break. Howell. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Bears are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Howell throwing on first down here. And his throw here's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Howell. This pass down the field for Gibbs. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! Jahmyr Gibbs with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Voyagers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
35. Bears 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now it's Richardson. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
70 Ranger.
On first down, Howell. And his pass incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Howell now to throw it. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now they're in the hurry up.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Trap 60. Warrior 70.
Another throw for Howell. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Voyagers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
42. Bears 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now they can't bring him down. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
18.
On 3rd down, it's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Richardson looking to throw this. And my goodness, another interception. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Howell. Short throw caught by Dulcich. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Honolulu 1st down.
Throwing here, Howell. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Howell. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Well, no shock here. For the 7th time in this game, it appears they'll go for it on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out, and the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
Richardson to the air on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Reed. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Here's a 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Now Richardson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And touchdown! Jahmyr Gibbs, 35 yards. And the Voyagers add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And
that's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Option handoff now to Achane. And he is going to lose yardage here. And quickly they get to the line.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Richardson going to change the play here. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Richardson
An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Take over. First down and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Howell from the gun.
The 29-yard line.
That one complete to Hill. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Now, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
Who was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
And Howell will throw it. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Howell completing the quick throw out wide. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz from 4 yards out. And the Voyagers just continue to roll. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Bears 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Richardson looking to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
19 tight, 19 tight.
On 1st down, Richardson. He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
24-yard gain on the play. And a Honolulu 1st down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st down, Voyagers.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. And a Honolulu
1st down, Howell to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Howell. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Ready, ready. Street, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Hustle, hustle, hustle.
One last shot for Richardson. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the